Hello everyone, Jingyuba here, welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. This time we're on 0.19. This update came out a few days ago. I'm pretty sure you all know by now what all the features are, but I'm going to go through anyway, just to tell you all if you don't know. So, number one, new launch pad and general area, because that tower wasn't really doing anything, so they decided to remove it, which was a good idea, I think, because then it allows for bigger ships and stuff. Also, the runway has been changed. It now has lights on it, and it also has sloped sides, just in case you fall off. Also, Kerbal Space Program is on Linux. That's another thing as well, for any Linux users. So, on to parts. Number one, we have this little tiny probe body for rovers and stuff. And because of number two, we have rover wheels. They come in various sizes, from tiny to massive for I don't know what. They also have these little buggy wheels as well, which I'm going to have a lot of fun with. Yeah, those big wheels, the wheels do take electricity. They are self-powered, though you can assist them with rockets and engines and stuff, although their tyres will burst if you go too fast. I think the limit's 75 meters a second or something. You basically repair them the same way you repair a parachute, by getting a Kerbal out and right-clicking it. They all do take electricity. These big ones do take a lot of electricity. If you want to keep them powered, you need a lot of generators and solar panels and stuff, otherwise you will quickly run out of power and you will find yourself stranded. We also, to assist the rover building, we have these various little girders and stuff, and this little body for rovers and stuff, and plates as well, in various sizes, just for aesthetics, I suppose. Can I attach that to anything? No, that rover wheel's in the way. Yes, we also have a Rockomax size double-sided decoupler as well, just in case you need one. Oh, and not forgetting this radial attachment point. It basically attaches like a docking port, but it allows you to attach anything you want radially, which is actually really useful, especially for space planes and stuff. Yes, they have a new size of rechargeable battery from Batman Industries. It resembles a kind of a huge, slightly flattened 9-volt battery. It almost has the capacity of this one, but it can be attached radially, so you don't need to put a ton of these ones on. It's also quite small for its power, actually, looking at that one. Oh no, hang on. No, it's about the right size. And I think that is all the parts. Yeah, I haven't actually played in this update yet. But I'm also going to just to be quick, I'm going to have a look at the new stock ships that have been added. Where are they? Down here somewhere. Ah, here we go. Right. Got the Z-map satellite. Oh, nice. I think that's using, is that using the plates? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I think it is using the plates. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I like that. I didn't know a rocket that small could actually get into space. But anyway, what else have we got? Whoops, not new. Space probe 1A. Aha, here we go, yeah. Any others? Nope. Okay, this is the one I wanted to play with. The Sky Crane. This is kind of cool. Yeah, it's basically KSP's version of Curiosity. He says exiting instead of launching. So, we get to have a look at the new launch pad and test the rovers out at the same time. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, I almost forgot the last thing as well. It's just a small thing people were wondering about as well. You know, the atmospheric effects. Yeah, there's also them as well. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about them. Actually, instead of spending time launching a ship into orbit, I remembered I had these Minimus rescue ship debris things still left in orbit, because they don't quite go low enough. They come low enough to re-enter, but not quite low enough for the physics, for the thing to... Okay, that... Oops. I should have put the brakes on. But not quite low enough for the physics engine to catch up. Hey, it's got batteries on the underside. Didn't notice that. Yeah, but you can see here the wheels actually automatically turn based on where they are and where the centre of mass is. A bit like with the RCS ports. And if you can see there, you can see it slightly wobbles from side to side. I've heard that when you turn normally, it actually adds a little bit of roll in for some reason, which can mean that unsteady ships can crash quite easily. Whereas if you go into the docking mode, you can see it doesn't wobble when I turn the wheels. So if you control the craft with the docking mode, it actually is much less likely to crash. Just a tip. And that's probably something I will need, because most of my rovers that I start off with will probably be quite top heavy, because I want to make some sort of a mobile missile platform to try and destroy large rockets sitting on the launch pad, which will be fun. Let's just restart this flight to see if we can get this going. Ah, yeah. That was actually, yeah, that wasn't all the updates. The last update is the ambient lighting. Where if ships are on the dark side, they won't be lit up with the phantom lighting like they used to be. It will be pitch black. So, good luck docking if you haven't got any lights on. That's why I put lights on my space station, actually, just on the off chance that they might correct that issue. Ooh, that's powerful. Hey. It doesn't have a lot of fuel though. So let's just try and land this thing before we run out of fuel. Whoa. There. Hey, okay. Eject. Yes. Okay, that's off into space somewhere. Hey, there's Minmus up there. Okay, let's get... Oops, I'm this way around. Let's get going. This is a really slow rover, but it'd be quite useful. It makes my rover tests on Minmus look kind of obsolete, which is a bit of a shame. But there is a massive downside to using these rover wheels, which is the aforementioned speed limit they have. Hey, there's a bump there. Huh. Okay. Yeah, which is the speed limit they have. Whereas my rover, and actually any rovers that where you use the unpowered airplane wheels, they don't have a speed limit. You could go as fast as you want, which means I could still use my Mark 4s and Mark 5s. I think I'm up to Mark 5. I can't remember what number they were. But yeah, my previous designed rovers to actually go across the ice lakes really, really quickly. And then other places like on the moon or anywhere with rough terrain, you could then use the rover wheels, which also have suspension. Initially, I think people used to think these were some sort of folding mechanism, but they don't fold, unfortunately. I wish they did fold, but they don't. Actually, it would make landing quite cool, because then you could have a rover that starts off really tightly folded up, and then as you land it, you unfold it. Actually, a bit like Curiosity. Its wheels and stuff were sort of unfolded, and the sky crane unfolded and extended a little cable that Curiosity then landed with. Ah, here we go. There's the lights and the sloped sides of the runway, so you can get back on easier. Because if I know before, if a plane ran off the runway, it would literally just hit the ground really hard. This isn't generating quite enough power, but at least we got a large battery pack. Yeah, planes would just hit the ground hard and you couldn't get back on the runway, so that was not fun. Woo. I'm gonna keep the docking mode on. Yeah, so I think those you can't control these lights, but I think either they're on permanently or they turn on at night. Actually, I think, are they on already? Yeah, I think they're already on. Okay, let's end that. And I believe in the VAB, I mean the spaceplane hangar, there are more stock ships. I think. think, somewhere. No, I don't think so. Wait, what's this? Oh, no, that's the really long one. Okay. The 3A and the 4A are the other ships. I think, wait, the Raven Spear, wasn't that the space plane? No? Okay. Oh, no, I think this is the new one, or a modified one. Yes, here we go. Right, I'm going to launch this, because of one of the new features was the Mach effects, and I think that they occur when you're deep enough in the atmosphere and you're going above the speed of sound. I don't know whether this was just a 0.19 thing or a 0.19.1 fixed it, but it seemed that the effects didn't kick in until you were going about twice the speed of sound, which is wrong, I think. Whoa. Though I have already found another bug, which I don't know whether it's a bug or something, but these aren't glowing. I'm pretty certain that they ought to glow. The gear didn't go in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those should glow. Okay, I'm going to stay fairly low down, because I'm trying to get the Mach effects going. And is the sun going down? Oh, it is. Okay, better do this quick. Hey, we've already got Mach effects. You can just see a tiny bit of misting there. I don't know whether you can see that. There's some flickering there. Tiny, tiny bit of misting. Just go up a bit faster. Hey, look at that. I haven't actually played with 0.19, so I'm making this video as much for me as for you. Because I know you've probably already seen all of the new features, but I'm going to do this anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that those should glow though. But yeah, we've got Mach effect. They're actually, it's actually getting bigger, which is good. Obviously, if I go too high, it will stop. Come on. Oh, hey, look at that. You can see it under there. Actually, I know re-entering Kerbals are probably one of the funniest things ever. Because they generate the biggest flames and Mach effect plumes. I don't know whether that's the right way of saying it, but yeah, this is getting pretty big actually. Yeah. New animations. That's something else I nearly forgot. I'm nearly forgetting everything. Yeah, so now Kerbals have much more advanced animations. There is a new engine that Squad created for Unity. Oh no, it was in Unity that Squad is using, I think. What the Squad created? I can't remember what it's called, but it begins with an M. I know that much. Oh, hey, there's a cone forming here as well. Okay, maybe 0.19 fixed that thing, or it was never a problem. Hey, but yeah. So now Kerbals have, he's looking kind of scared at the moment, so Kerbals have much more advanced facial expressions, and they look around and they do stuff. Some even, I think the pilots of crafts even move their hands around and stuff, pressing buttons as you do stuff. And these effects are visible if there was another Kerbal in the cockpit. They are visible inside the cockpit, and also when they're on IVA as well. No, EVA, sorry. When they're on EVA, it's also visible. I don't think these effects are going to get any bigger. You can see them, but the best way of seeing them is by EVAing the Kerbal and being really, really mean. Okay? Get ready, Camsby. 3, 2, 1. Whoa. Oh, no Mach effect plume. Aw, that's a shame. But the plane was generating them. Here you go. Is the perfect test. You can see him sort of. Oh no. Oh, he's got the jetpack out. He's all right. Put it back in. Though there are some bugs with the engine. In that the head pivots around the top of the neck, and the effects and the animations don't quite tie in with each other properly sometimes. Yeah, it seems much happier with that thing out. Maybe it makes him feel more secure. I don't know. I thought that would generate a really big Mach effect. Whoops, he's dead. Sorry. It was for science. It was for science. Yeah. I wish I could get a bigger effect. But let's have a look at the re-entry effects. This is the one I want to see. I think I have to go to the space station in order to switch to it. Yeah. But back to the Kerbal animations, because of the head pivot to the top of the neck, sometimes they move their heads around a lot, and it kind of looks like they're breaking their neck sometimes. Oh, there he is, look. Yeah, it looks a little painful the way they're moving their neck. If it moved at the base of the neck, or sort of the top of the spine, I think that would be a lot better. So it does look a bit weird sometimes. Actually, this is the perfect opportunity. Let's just time warp until we're around to the dark side. Oh yeah, poor Bill's still in there. Oh no, that's the ship is just there. I think he's in the craft. He's happy. Bill happy? That's weird. He shouldn't be happy. Oh, no, the sun isn't down yet. There we go. Okay. So, because the lights are on, you can see the space station, so I'm glad about that planning. But if I turn the lights off, you can't see anything, and docking is going to be a nightmare. Well, you can see a little bit, because there is a tiny bit of ambient lighting, but yeah, docking would be a nightmare in that case. I'll turn the lights back on. Oh, he's looking around. I love those new animations. And of course, Jeb is smiling in a really creepy way at everything. Seriously, you should see his smile. He is freaky. Aha, this one's coming in. Let's go to this one first. He says focusing on Kerbal. Aha, here we go. Yeah, this is an uncontrolled... This is a leftover bit, and it's uncontrolled, and there's no cockpit module, but there are solar panels. So you won't get the re-entry as it would appear as a well, on a pod or something, but it should still look quite good. Oh, good. So because of its large, because it's quite an elliptical orbit, the re-entry should last quite a while and generate a lot of fire. And the apoapsis is just low enough for it to re-enter. But it will take a while, so this is going to look good. And it's in the daytime, even better. Actually, not even better. It would be more visible at night. But oh well. Okay, let's just fast forward until the air catches it. Here we go. Because the re-entry effects don't actually occur until you start slowing down. And at the moment, we're still speeding up somewhat. And we're still really, really high up in the atmosphere. Okay, it's starting to roll. Okay, it's stabilizing. Okay, we're slowing down now. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Oh, hang on. Aha, here we go. Yes, they're catching. Look at that fire. Even the solar panels are on fire, but they're not actually breaking off, which I think is something that should be fixed. I know you've probably heard this. That looks amazing. Is there any sound? Hey, there is sound. I just turned up the volume in my headphones and stuff. Yeah, there is sound. That's awesome. I was hoping there'd be sound. That really does sound quite good. The solar panels will break off in a second. Let's just make this all cinematic. Yeah. But yeah, I know you've probably heard this said time and time again, but the effects are... They do use a fur shader for the effects. And I think what they mean by that is that all these alpha channels and stuff, the sort of transparency and the thing that makes it look like the fire is streaking is all procedurally generated and animated automatically, which means that the actual effect is incredibly simple. So it's not that it's not that resource intensive. So while something like a particle, I was hoping there'd be some sort of proper simulation, but if you think about it, particles and stuff, it would to have enough particles or smoke or something. Way there they go. To make the effect look realistic, it would slow even the fastest computer down to a crawl, so I'm glad they didn't do that. But yeah, I think it only knocks a few FPS off the performance, which is quite good. And it does look nice. It looks really, really nice. Look at that. And this is a nice long re-entry burn as well. If it was coming from the moon, we'd get an even bigger plume. What altitude are we at? Wow. Oh, I think it's dying away now, gradually. It's also clever how they've mapped the fire without well, to only the things that that would be burning, that are touching the air. As in, the stuff back here isn't on fire because if it's not facing the air. There we go. I don't know how physically accurate that fire is or anything, but it looks good, so I don't care. And it's gone. Alright, we'll let this thing crash into the ocean, and I'll end there. If you've been watching my permadeath series, the re-entry effects are going to be very useful for my trip from Val. I think I already said on the episode, but when I come back, if the mission's a success and I come back from Val, I'll be re-entering at over 3 kilometers a second. Hey, there it goes. Oh yeah, I'll be re-entering at over 3 kilometers a second. I expect, because I'll be on an interplanetary trajectory, hopefully going straight in for a landing, error braking and all. Though I'm not sure whether that perfectly works. As in, if I came in at about 30 kilometers or something, so there weren't too many Gs, I'm not sure whether it would still have to pass out of the planet and then do another re-entry, which would then land it or something, but I'll see. But it should generate a really, really nice looking effect. So anyway, that was kind of an overview and a play around with 0.19. I'm very excited to test some of these things out in a proper scenario. For example, when I get Bob back from, or just that ship in general, back, then we'll get a proper capsule landing. So anyway, yeah, subscribe for more. I've got lots of plans with these rover wheels, by the way. Many bases shall be made, and many will be on the moon. And much exploration will be done. So anyway, yeah, subscribe for more, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.